Alright, welcome folks to the first video of the series. This is my 15 535, and on this channel it's going to be mainly F10 content. So F10, anything F55 is going to be content. This is a pretty decent vehicle, just got it, so it's about $189. I had it for like cheap. I mean, it's only like $189 with $9,500. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, it's expensive for the miles, but you know, it's not a bad car. It's pretty much got adaptive cruise control, which you can see here. It is the standard, I think this is the model line, but it does have the regular xenons right here. So if we can, yeah, it has xenons with the little side mark and all that. It does have the surround view, so we do have a camera here, and we do have a camera that is on the let's see, the mirrors right here for a 360 view. And surprisingly, this car does have active grills on it for a F10 vehicle. I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, if we come around to the inside, we do have a HUD, so we can see that here. And then we have comfort access, and then this is the inside right here. I have found myself comfortable with the car so far. So like here, for instance, we do have hi-fi. Probably gonna update that at some point on the channel, do at least harman kardon or like bath sound or upgrade system. The car does have the massage seats. It does have comfort seats as well, and what that does is you can basically, I don't know if you can see it right here, but basically, instead of it being one portion of the seat that actually stays stationary, the top part actually folds forward. So like, for instance, if I press down here on this right here, I can either move the headrest up and down. So if I do that, if you guys can see it, I can move the headrest up, or I can move it down. And then the same thing with adjusting here, I can pretty much move it forwards or back. So if I move it forwards, it moves top part forward, but if I move it back, it just makes it like a stationary seat. And then over here we do have a driver assistance package. This is basically this lane keep, lane departure, and all that, frontal collision. In addition, here are the buttons for the active cruise control, and then the car does also have the heated and cooled seats right here as well. One thing I do want to add later in the channel is the gentleman's seat. That way I don't have to reach over to this side, because this is a very wide vehicle. So that'll be the next thing. And some of the cool things I do like is that there is a holder for the key that's right here. And then as well, if you wanted to, I think it's only like an F chassis thing, if you want to like put any belongings in here, you could open this, put stuff in there, and then take the key, lock it, and then have the windows open, go somewhere, and then come back, and everything's cool. Also, shout out to BMW brand, love those guys. Shout out to Chris. That's a good merchandise, and great guy. Him, his son, great people. Compton, yeah, great people. And if we come around to the back, I did want a car that was pretty much a car that had the shades in there, but overall it's not a bad vehicle to begin with, so I can't complain. So yeah, this is pretty much the back of the car, and I'm about like 5'11", 5'10", so someone else at the same height or like 6 feet tall can fit back there comfortably. And then another thing I do like is that I do have with comfort access, you do get the kick function. So if I basically, let's see if it shows right here, so if I kick my foot here, I can do that. Space back here is pretty big too. And the one thing I do like is that the owner, the former owner of this car, they pretty much had put some jump boxes in, or jumper cables and some work stuff. So, you know, I'm pretty much covered if I get on the side of the road, but hey, BMW things. And then once again, with only F chassis things, right here you do have like a roadside assistance. So when this car is new, you could have called roadside assistance And also usually it's supposed to be a triangle kit in here and a first aid, so I can pretty much go right here and loosen this. And then all I gotta do is let this down. And then right here you do have a tow hook, a screwdriver, and I think this is a two-sided screwdriver, I'm correct? Let me see. Yep, so it's pretty much, yeah, let me see if that focuses. Screwdriver on this side or a flathead. And then you can just put it in on this part right here, and yeah, you got yourself a tool to work with. And then in addition, like I said, there's supposed to be like a triangle that you can get. I believe you can just order it off of Amazon or dealer if they still have it. And your triangle for the roadside will go here. I don't know what else goes here. I think this is probably like a wheel lock. But in addition, you can probably put like a first aid kit here as well. So yeah. But once again, that only happened mainly with the F chassis vehicle. So anything from US 3, 4, 5, 6, 7s. I believe the 2 Series as well. I'm not sure, but I know the bigger vehicles have them. But it's a great thing to have as well. And then I can pretty much go here and do the same thing. I just go ahead and kick, and it'll sound off. Yeah. Now I did have a former F10 as well. It was total and hit, and I was supposed to start this YouTube channel, but it never worked out because car got hit. So took a hiatus, started with the inline, and then now I have this right here. But yeah, pretty much, I do like the car. It is a good vehicle overall. I do like the side profile. I make this a little thumbnail right here, if it can focus in. For some reason the camera is not focusing. But yeah, this thing is not focusing, not one bit. But I did realize that the rims are sitting on Savinis. It took me a minute to figure out what kind of rims these are, but they are Savinis. They are sitting on, like I said, once again, 295 35. I mean 295 30 20 in the back, and then they are 245 35 in the front. They are wrapped in Continental, I think they're Extreme Contacts DWS 6+. So yeah, so shout out to Continental. They're not bad tires. For what I felt so far, just a little B-road action, and like overall driving, they're pretty decent. I will say these tires, they are pretty grippy. And when I say grippy, even if I wanted to, you know, come from a stop and go around a corner really, you know, like a little quick, like push out and slide as hell, it's not gonna happen. So that's why the setup is just grown man grippy, and yeah. But if anyone was wondering, what mods are we gonna do? I think the first mods we're probably gonna do is we're gonna do M Sport stuff. So M Sport rear bumper, same with the front end, so probably just do that as well. I think that should be really it for the outside. I know at some point in the channel, I think we're gonna do the adaptive LED conversion. So instead of having these with the xenons and the I think they're xenons, halogen bulbs, and I think the corner light, which is right here, I think that is might be a halogen bulb if I'm correct. But the fog lights are LED, so I'll keep those. But yeah, that should be pretty much it for cosmetic on the outside. At some point, if I go M Sport bumper, same thing with that. I'll probably just do the like the M5 fairings or whatever, like the little splitter at the front that's on the side. I'll do that, and yeah. I think at some point probably put some little mirror caps on here. So I'll probably do the M mirror caps. I think I'll probably do a body color. I would do black, but black's too common, so I'll just do body color. Get the dynamic, I think it's like tinted dynamic turn signals. I'll put the link in the bio for that because I've seen it on, I believe, IND or I think IND had it, or another vendor. They have it and they sell it. Yeah, I think that, and I think that's it for the front end. The rear end, I'll probably do the GTS taillights. So go from these. I'll either probably smoke these taillights or I'll probably do the GTS in red. But y'all let me know what I should do. Y'all let me know what looks best. Feel free to hit the IG. It is Sophisto, Sophisto, F10 on Instagram. Not underscore correct, but I'll put the link in the bio as well. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and more videos to come basically. So yeah.